Get the tools you need to become a free and independent trainer with my Dumbbells to Dollars course at www.dumbbells2dollars.com. How you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, and in this video, and in about 5 minutes or less, the original Fit Boss is going to go over buddy sessions. So I've seen a number of trainers that were looking to add buddy sessions to their suite of services, and in most cases it is a great idea because it's going to increase your earning potential. But if you don't necessarily set it up the right way, it can cause you a lot of headaches. So I'm going to make this video to just go over a couple of things so that when you have a buddy session opportunity, you knock it out of the park and you do it right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is pricing. Now, the great thing about buddy sessions is if you're a personal trainer, it allows you to increase your per hour earning potential. So if you normally charge $50 an hour, then with a buddy session, you can have two people. Instead of paying you $50 an hour, since they're sharing the time, they'll pay $40 an hour. And you've gone from charging $50 per session for one-on-one to $80 per session for a two-on-one. So the most common buddy session structure that I see is with a husband and wife, a married couple. And in that instance, I've seen a number of trainers complaining that one person is more motivated than the other. And that's usually the case where one person is super motivated and they're kind of like dragging their significant other to train with them. So getting the significant other to eat as healthily, to show up as consistently, to work out as hard may be like pulling teeth. Now, this isn't always the case because I've also seen husband and wives that work very well together in the buddy training system, and it actually creates a great dynamic because since they know each other so well, they can do a lot of the engaging with each other. You're just kind of like setting the scene and they can enjoy each other's company as opposed to you having to be the entertainer of the whole thing. But you just want to make sure that there is you want to be aware that there is a possibility that they might not be equally matched in terms of motivation, and that's extra work to deal with. All right. Now, when we talk about friends that are buddy, that's good as well. But the only thing that I found is that you might have an increased risk of flakiness, where let's say Jane and John want to do a buddy session together. All right. And so it's supposed to be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Jane is really tired. She's had a hard day. John is ready to go. All right. And if John shows up and Jane doesn't, she loses the session. That's the other thing. You have to make sure that when you offer buddy sessions, they can't split it. They always have to work out together. So knowing this, Jane is going to say, hey, listen, John, I've had a rough day. I really can't make it. I don't want to lose my session. Can you cancel? I promise I'll show up on Wednesday at 7. All right. So in order to get around this, you have to make sure that when you offer your buddy sessions, you are very clear in the fact that you are not offering 2 times a week. All right. They're essentially buying your Tuesday at 7 p.m. slot or whatever slot you decide to assign to these people. And if either one or both of them don't show, it's gone. It's kind of like a private boot camp, all right, more so than a personal training. Because with personal training, it's the one person, they decide when they want to come in. You guys kind of set that in stone. Realistically, in a perfect world, you should be doing the same thing with personal training, where Mary is signed up for Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. All right. She's not just signed up for 3 times a week and then she just ruins your schedule. If you can be clear about the fact that people are paying for that time slot, then you have much less of a risk for flaking and people late canceling because one person is into it, the other person is not. And this can extend to 3 people or 4 people. Some people do the semi-private thing or the small group thing, and then it can go up to like 6, let's say. I think once you get past 6, you're entering into that boot camp territory, and you probably need to really cut down the cost per session in order for it to make sense, because now you're really dividing your attention. That's the allure of personal training. That's why you're able to charge so much, because it's really personalized. All right, so you just have to make sure that if you're doing your small group up to 6 people, then they know they're paying for a time slot. They're not just paying for sessions. There's only one other thing that I would advise to you is that if you're going to allow buddy sessions, try to make sure that these people are at least close in terms of goals and conditioning level. I've had situations where I did a buddy session and the 2 clients were very close in terms of age, in terms of ability, in terms of goals. They really just wanted to have fun. And so I was able to create a great environment for them. They were able to work out. I've also had situations where I had somebody that was kind of like in good shape and the other person was really struggling, and I had to create two separate programs. So it was actually harder than having two personal training clients because I had to make two different programs, and I had to make it work for both of them at the same time within that same hour. So I was running around like crazy. So that's the last thing. All right, so you want to make sure that you have your prices set. You want to understand that your buddies might not always be in the same motivation level. You want to have people that are close in terms of conditioning, and you want to make sure that people understand that they're purchasing a time slot, not just sessions, so that people can't flake out on you. So if you can do that, buddy sessions are going to work well for you. If you don't do that, I guarantee you're going to have a lot of complaints going forward, and I don't want that for you. I want you to be successful. I want you to be able to make as much money as you can in this industry. So that's about it. I hope you found this video helpful. That was a weak clap. That's about it. That's still kind of weak. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, put them in the comments section below, because you know your questions and comments are what fuel this channel. I just happen to be snowed in because we're getting about 18 to 20 inches of snow in New Jersey. Got nothing else to do, and I wanted to make this video for a couple weeks. So I thank you for watching. Stay tuned. And as always, remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe. Stress levels don't get rest. Don't slap anybody. Love your clients. Say love it back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.